Hey everybody, Paul, Scott Family Amazeum, but today I'm at Arkansas Transmission Company with Ronnie, and the reason I'm here is, we've been talking a lot at the Amazeum about trying to connect what kids do in the 3M Tinkering Hub and that process of making and tinkering to what actually goes on in the real world. So we came here to Arkansas Transmission Company in Springdale, where they actually put into place that maker mindset that we talk about with kids all the time. I'm here with Ronnie. Ronnie is known as the transmission whisperer because he seems to be able to figure all things out about transmissions.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Automobiles have gotten a lot more complex.
Yes.
And I think, there's a lot of people who get in their car, start it up, have no idea of all the complexity inside something as simple as the thing that makes it go.
Yeah, most people don't. I mean, you can raise your hood and you can see your engine on a lot of stuff. You don't see the transmission. You can see like where the wheels bolt up, so that's there. But as far as the transmission, it's usually under the car. It's all hid under a bunch of wiring. People just start them and go, and they don't have a problem until they have a problem. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's probably the most neglected actual part of an automobile than anything. I mean, you change your oil every 3,000 miles. Most people don't ever change the transmission fluid. That's just like your blood in you. If it gets bad, you have to go see the doctor. If it runs out, there again.
Yeah, it's not good, right?
You have to stop it.
Yeah, not good.
Of course, I mean, your little check engine light don't get no brighter. It don't get no more. It don't pop up, little exclamation points or anything saying, no, really, you ought to check this. So, you just do it. And then, like I said, it comes in here, we scan it with a computer. Our computer talks to its computer, which your vehicle, they've got up to 5 or 6 computers, some of them more than that. That all have to talk together. So then we have to put one that talks to them and it tells us kind of what's wrong. It points us in a general direction. Once they do that, they determine it's bad or it needs a rebuild. They pull it out, tear it apart, or we tear it apart, and it's kind of like an autopsy. We open it and see what happens. Mm-hmm. There's no bullets or nothing like that. It's just, a clutch will be burnt. Well, when you find clutches burnt, then you have to find what caused it. Because hydraulic pressure squeezes them together. Well, if it don't squeeze hard enough, it slips. That makes the clutches burn. I mean, my deal on it is the earlier ones, they were actually the people that designed it all. They were more of the pioneers in it because everybody else is just working on what they created. Mm-hmm. They're just thinking about adding their own little thing, adding an extra gear here and there. I've seen them. I mean, when I did this, there wasn't 3 speeds when I started. 2 speeds and 3 speeds. That's all you had. Now we're 8s and 10s. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it's advanced a lot. And the mileage, they're getting more miles out of a lot of them. And most of it, like I said, is all about fuel efficiency, trying to keep the motor at optimum operating speed, RPM, just to get better gas mileage.
Give me a little bit of like the inside of part of a automatic transmission.
Okay.
What's it? I mean, there's a bunch of little channels and things in there.
That's the valve body. That's what basically controls. Okay, the computer tells solenoids and tells that what to do. It opens a little solenoid, which moves the valve. Once it has fluid pressure on one side of a valve. What's a valve? It's basically a little rod, has little, I guess you could say, bumps. So when it slides through a bore, which is like a little wormhole, when it goes through it, it redirects the fluid pressure. It moves it from going this direction to going somewhere else, and that pushes, into a drum, which the drum houses clutches. The fluid pressure goes into it, moves a little piston, a little piston, little rubber seals, and that's what squeezes the clutch and makes it go. You have a manual valve on all of them, which that's pretty much what you're messing with when you move your shifter. Mm-hmm. It kind of moves the fluid and gets the whole thing started.
That gets it started.
That's the beginning of it. Once you get rolling, then you have either governors or solenoids, and that's what, once it gets a certain RPM, fluid moves, it moves that valve because the little spring inside it will not hold the pressure. It pushes it past, and then it makes a shift to the next gear, and so on and so on. And you just keep going.
That was fascinating.
It is.
Yeah, it really is fascinating.
The amount of parts inside a transmission would actually amaze most people because, I mean, say you've got a 5-speed automatic, your valve body, well, it has to have, 5 solenoids. It has to have all the valves. Then it has to have converter valves for the converter, because that's how it takes off. It has a torque converter, which is a torque coupling device. All that has to move and work. And then it has clutch packs. Clutch packs for, say, low and reverse. You have second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. So all these different components, it stacks up in a barrel. All of them have to work together, and some of them turning off, and some of them were actually coming on. And that's your shift sequence, your timing. One set turns off, it picks up the other set, and that changes the gear ratio, which propels you at a faster speed.
You mentioned something about kids earlier, about the kids who
kids who.
What was that little tidbit of wisdom?
If you see your child, you buy them a toy. If they take it apart and put it back together, or don't put it back together, and we're not talking just smash it with a hammer. If they actually take it apart, then the way I view it is they're going to be interested in the mechanical side of things. Taking things apart, put it back together. It's nothing to panic over. I mean, trust me, my mom quit buying me toys when I was little because I took them all apart because I wanted to see how they worked.
You're curious.
The little wind-up cars that you pull back and let go. Yeah, I never had one that lasted long.
Yeah.
They'd do it once, and I'd take it apart, and I wasn't very good at fixing.
So is that childlike curiosity? Does that stick with you now that you're?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, I still take everything apart. I don't throw it away until I tear it apart, and then I know it's no good because I wanna see what failed.
Yeah, what made it work. I really like that you mentioned being curious, staying curious. That's really the key. It's key to having fun too, isn't it?
Right. And kids, they don't need to be scared. Take something apart. Don't get your mom's computer or fax machine or something like that and rip it apart. Put some stuff in. You just take it apart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Legos without the Legos.
Yeah.
Because if somebody put it together, so therefore somebody should be able to take it apart. I mean, it ain't.
Yeah. You heard it here first, kids. Ask permission before you start taking the things apart.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a great time having a chat here with Ronnie at Arkansas Transmission Service. We appreciate them letting us come in and talking to them a little bit about what it's like to tinker around in real life. I mean, it's basically the same thing that we do when we're in our with the 3M Tinkering Hub, and it seems like it's a lot of fun. They seem to be having a lot of fun here rebuilding transmissions and figuring out what's wrong with them. So Ronnie, I appreciate you. Thank you for
talking to me.
Thank you for taking the time.